Hey everybody, welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic. We are with Talos Strelick as we are looking for information about the Library of Nul, so that way we can try to figure out Malgus's next steps, essentially. Because if we can figure out what he wants from Darth Nul, we can figure out how to stop him. This is essentially the logic we're working with. So hopefully we can figure something out or go from there.
I've got any ancient droid part you could want. Only the best for the discerning collector.
Curious. This part has clearly undergone some sort of refurbishment. Although I do suppose that's to be expected with a device as old as this. No matter. The advertisement did assure us that the seller is fully licensed. To Elom.
Hopefully, this is what we need. Let me just unlock this part of my outfit. Let me add it to my fit. Alright, to Elom. Yes.
Now that we have what we need, I can formally introduce you to the little scamp who's been charged with keeping us out of Darth Nul's temple. You have the holocron?
I do. And you're sure it's safe to have brought it back here?
In theory, yes. But there is only one way to find out for certain.
You know, Tao said that when you two were here,
Oh,
these
hey,
things actually worked. And they weren't very friendly.
I wasn't expecting you. Is everything all right?
For the most part. Task Force Nova's leadership heard that you'd made a breakthrough in Nul's temple. Master Nostaral wishes he could be here, but with the Mandalorian situation being what it is, he decided to send me instead. Of course, I jumped at the chance.
If the reports from your Jedi historian are any indication, you've been instrumental in researching Darth Nul since the beginning. I, for one, am glad to have you. Allow me to get the security droid back online, if you two would like a moment to catch up.
Yeah. Love having Arn and getting more Nostarel. Yeah.
Elom. Never thought I'd get a good look at it. We left in such a hurry after Malgus. But I'm looking forward to finding some real answers about Darth Nul and her holocron. There's been some discussions about how much information the Republic can expect to receive from this expedition.
I don't understand. What's their concern?
Just a few worries about being left out of recent decisions. It's not a big deal. I'd tell you if it were. Do you need any help with that?
Not to worry. I've made the repairs with equipment from a very reputable specialist.
That part you installed, is it meant for this kind of droid?
We're dealing with a droid that is centuries old and one of a kind. Finding a part that's a perfect match would be quite impossible.
That makes sense, but you can't deny that it's unusual.
Ah, it seems the antiques dealer incorporated components from an old uplink device. It's completely harmless, and most importantly, it's working.
Even so, let's keep an eye on it. This place is dangerous enough without a security droid going haywire.
Agreed. Usually, an ancient Sith temple, not great.
And the man who killed him is on the loose again.
Yep. I got some mail. Mail time. Let's check our mail before we go down there. Aha, yep, from a Kavi. I was prepared to find a hidden chain deserter looking out for their own skin, not someone willing to go to such lengths to even abandon their own clan for love. I am uncertain of how much you know of my past. I was young and in love once. I was with my lover when the Sith Empire brought false charges against my clan and then destroyed it. My lover's clan refused to rally to the aid of mine, and the person who I thought loved me above all others sided with them. Felt empty inside. Seeing the wreckage that these young lovers' lives almost became demonstrates how essential it is that the hidden chain be shattered and Hedda's plans brought to an end. This is my focus now, and will remain so until the work is done.
I can't tell you how thrilled I am to finally gaze upon what's beyond this door. What wonders we shall discover.
What's wrong?
I do believe it's waiting for confirmation of some kind. Perhaps a passcode or a resonance frequency.
Or a key from a holocron.
Ah, yes. There we are. Absolutely breathtaking.
Agreed.
Darth Nul's laboratory.
Let's just hope that whatever she left behind isn't primed for intruders.
An ancient recording device. Marvelous. Devoid of records, it seems. Terrible luck.
Let's take a look around. See what we can find.
Only a clear mind can see the truth. Calm thoughts, at peace, like the waters of a still lake.
It's the start of a Sith riddle. Master Nosteral told me about these.
A Sith riddle?
A logical paradox. The Sith used them to make Jedi question their devotion to the light. But this one seems like a different kind of test.
See. So I see green, red, yellow. Okay. So what order do they go in, though? That is the question. Only a clear mind can see the truth. Calm thoughts at peace like the waters of a still lake. Let's see if it's this one first. Well, I don't think so. Missing a aha.
You have altered the flow of the water, changed its very nature to be still. But the truth you reveal is a hologram, an illusion. What wisdom have you gained?
Yeah. Okay. Aha. Some ancient data logs here. How do I do that? I guess we'll go over here to do that.
One moment. The scroll you recovered is attempting to play a hollow recording. There.
I didn't think it possible, but I may have found a way to replicate my ability to touch the minds of others. The designs for this machine are underway, but it will require the creation of a holocron imbued with the essence of my gifts.
Keep looking. There must be more of these recordings here.
Missing something. It just knew what we needed, somehow.
I saw it too. Give me some credit.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess this has something to do with balance.
It's like doing some old school KOTOR. Like, I know that this is supposed to be technically a sequel to those games, but man, this is actually hitting that being on Korriban level of here's some Sith teachings.
The scales balance, but they are not of equal worth. Balance is a construct, disguised as a law of nature, an ethical judgment of those who wish to hide truth.
See? Balance. Just a less straightforward lesson than what I was expecting. And it got us another data scroll.
Yeah, it took 4 of those. Counterweight 1 of those, yeah.
You found another of the data scrolls. Excellent. Plug it in. And let's see what else our mysterious Sith has to say.
Yep.
The results of my tests are very promising, but I need the machine to extend my reach. Further and more in-depth experimentation is necessary. Several of my acolytes will make exceptional subjects.
I really shouldn't be surprised that she experimented on her own followers.
Yay, we get to play as the droid. Let's go.
It's open, but how did it know which door we needed? Be cautious. There's so much strange energy in this room.
Here's Phil. But I think I know the pattern. Yay!
There is harmony, and there is chaos. Here, harmony has destroyed, created chaos. But in chaos, we rebuild. We reshape. We grow stronger than we were.
Is it me, or did her lessons start taking a turn for the peculiar?
A little bit. Just a smidge. It's almost like she's not quite... She's like taking the Sith teachings and taking them just a little bit off. Even by their standard. Which is interesting, for sure.
Curious. I wonder why he did that.
Could say the same for everything it's done so far.
Perhaps it has something to do with the scrolls we put into the recording device. It's responded to Nul's holocron once already. Well, that can't be a coincidence.
This part does look like it was made specifically to hold the holocron.
Are you sure about this?
This could be the very thing that unlocks the holocron's secrets. Oh, we've come so far.
We are taking quite the risk.
I'm certain there's a fail-safe of some kind. A precaution that can be implemented should things go awry.
For all my attempts at secrecy, I should have known that there is no hiding from him. Not really. I do not know which of my acolytes succumbed to the promises he offered them, or the torture he subjected them to, but it does not matter. As long as this machine exists, as long as the potential to awaken the gift of the Force within others is a reality, my life will be in danger. I will employ the measures I have developed for this eventuality, activate security measures, conceal my experiments. I will do what I can to turn the Emperor's gaze from Elom, from what I have built here. When I have soothed his doubts with some new toy, I will return. My holocron must remain. It is safest here, with the very device it was meant for, not in the hands of those who wish to find the machine.
Wait a minute. Where are you sending the data from that droid?
Me? I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
What's going on?
It's
Oh,
sending
no.
something.
Something has activated the uplink connection in
Yeah.
the droid, and it wasn't us.
You said there was a failsafe. Stop the connection, Talos.
I've been attempting to. Nothing is working.
Shut it down.
Wait!
Yeah.
We don't know what will happen to the holocron if we destroy the droid. Who knows what information we stand to lose?
Ah. Okay. Yeah, we need more info.
Then we wait until it's finished.
It is imperative that the machine be completed. Without it, the signal cannot be dispatched on the scale necessary to...
No! Talos! No. Arn! God damn it, Arn. We were about to find out the necessity of the machine finishing. And now we'll never know. Like, I get it on one hand, Arn is being pure because Sith devices, you don't know how to. What, like, evil a Sith device can have. And especially if you just let it do shit like that. But we also needed the info it was gonna give. This is a case of... I don't think you're wrong in either choice in this situation. And it seems no matter what, it's gonna get destroyed. So I figured you're gonna take the choice of getting the info that we need. And as far as I'm aware, it didn't carry any light side, dark side. So, like, we weren't making a quote-unquote evil decision or good decision. We were making a what choice just made sense in the moment. As far as I'm concerned, I was trying to make the right choice for the moment. Warren took that from me. Damn. This was a mess that it didn't need to be.
The holocron's intact. That's a relief.
Thanks to you.
I made the decision to leave it alone, Arn. You should have listened.
Just this once, your decision was wrong. I wasn't about to stand by and let that transmission keep going to whoever it was on the other end.
It's not your place to question me. Remember that.
I think you're focusing on the wrong thing here. We can't ignore this. We need to seriously look into who's behind that transmission. Could be anyone.
Well, we'll never know now.
But, are you absolutely sure it couldn't have been any of your people?
I don't have time to try and convince you.
Right. I suppose you don't.
And it also makes you suspicious.
Stay safe, all right?
A shame about the droid, but the important thing is Nul's holocron survived. We should get it back to Odessen and secure it. The sooner the better. We have a mountain of data to sort through.
God damn it, Arn.
I wish I had better news on the Elom front. Our team has stopped responding altogether. Details are scarce at the moment, but Theron and I will keep investigating. Talos informed us of what happened in Nul's laboratory. To say this is concerning is an understatement. It may be a reach, but with the Republic's current displeasure, I wouldn't be surprised if they were doing their best to mask their involvement. It's what I would do. What's more concerning is the content of the recordings you and Talos collected. The magnitude with which Nul's machine was originally intended.
I just got word from one of our scouts that Shay and the Sith hit another outpost. Are we gonna do anything to actually try and catch them? Because nothing's worked so far.
It is still a priority.
Shit.
For everyone. The Republic isn't going to allow an accomplice to Malgus's escape walk free forever.
Then what are we waiting around for? If everyone wants a piece of this guy, we're gonna lose him to someone else.
Not a chance. No one has a profile on this slicer like ours. Our sources on Carrick Station have identified Shay's accomplice as Greb Besrick, an extremely talented slicer from Mon Cal. A bit of an eccentric, known to take on almost any job to support his reliance on a special kind of stim. Apparently they enhance his extravagant amount of cybernetics. Hoth has no shortage of smugglers and pirates willing to procure something like that. Perhaps you should question some of them. Shai Tena's Pleasure Den is a good place to start.
There's gotta be some mistake. Someone like him working alongside Mandalore?
You can ask Besrick yourself when you find him. We need any information he has about her movements and her state of mind. Ras, make sure this slicer ends up back here in one piece. Enough to answer questions. Got it?
Let's get some answers.
Yep. The only thing that was left to do, we had already done the other two. So, they didn't even bother to ask us this time. They were like, okay, you've already done the other two quests. So, makes sense to me. Ha! Look into this. Actually going to be out of time. Okay. So we will have to do this next time. But thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you really like our content, check out the Patreon, which is linked down below, where you can watch our content before it's released publicly on YouTube. Also be sure to check out our Discord, also linked down below, so you can become part of our community. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one. Bye.